In the year 2014 or 2015, I had another very special dream. And it was such a dream where you think everything is happening for real. You think everything is reality. Suddenly, I was in a new area and I looked around. Everything seemed a little old, like in medieval times. There was a yard, like a farm, but not like our modern farms. Everything was built out of stone, and the yard had some houses around it. And in the middle was a free courtyard, and in that middle was also a water well, I think. Everything was very stony. There was also a wooden carriage pulled by 2 mules or horses, and they were planning a celebration on this farm. So I was on this farm too, and a boy suddenly came to me, running to me. He seemed to be between 10 and 12 years old, and somehow I knew it was Jesus, and somehow I felt how special this moment was, that it was such a special dream. I really was excited in the dream. In the dream I knew that I was about to learn something about Jesus' past, how he grew up and how he experienced it. Jesus started to lead me around. I was so excited that Jesus was leading me and everything was so fascinating. It felt like Christmas time and it was a really nice feeling. So he was leading me around, showing me the farm and everything, and I felt like a time traveler, and that was really cool. Jesus showed me this and that, and was always talking while leading me around. He told me what was on his heart and what he had learned in the last time, and what revelations he got about spiritual things. And to be honest, I had no idea what he was talking about. He was talking in such an exciting manner, how teenager or children talking when they are on fire for something. He talked and talked and talked, something about revelations, and I didn't understand anything. But still, I found that cute and really exciting what he so eagerly told me about, though it was all Greek to me. After a little while, Mary came to us. You know, Mary, his mother. Right now, we were standing in front of a door. This houses had doors too, and Jesus was leaning against the door frame. I could see pretty much details in the dream, and I could remember it very well. And I could see Mary felt a little embarrassed that Jesus was talking to her guests so much about things that even she couldn't understand. She felt a little uneasy about it. It was such a big celebration, and she wanted everything to be perfect, and Jesus was running around, and it seemed I was one of those guests, and Jesus just was talking and talking to me about his revelations, and she really felt uneasy about it. She felt a little ashamed. Then she apologized for him and said, "Well, you don't have to believe everything he tells you." Somehow it is funny that Mary tells this about Jesus, but in my dream, Mary just didn't understand the situation and apologized for that. She didn't know exactly who he would become, or maybe she just said it because it just came to her mind. So Jesus realized that Mary was a little embarrassed, and his joy disappeared from his face, and he became sad. And I realized that his whole family saw him as the strange, awkward boy. Even as a child, Jesus felt first rejection within his family and wasn't as accepted as the other children or the other family members. And I realized that he can understand us very well when we experienced rejection as a child or as a teenager. I became aware again of the fact that Jesus can totally understand us, and that most probably Jesus had experienced rejection from his family. I don't say that it must have been exactly the same situation like in my dream, but I'm very sure in some way Jesus experienced rejection from his own family when he was a child or a teenager, and that he can truly empathize with us.